Hi ladies, thanks for joining me. I am going to show you today how I like to do my eyes, how I like to use the pigments and the 3D mascara, which of course is what hopefully most of you want to see because it's amazing. So I already have on my foundation and my blush, and I am going to, oh, and my primer, don't forget the primer. I am going to basically do my eyelids first. I have found that I am not super fast at this, so I'm hopefully not going to take up too much of your time, and hopefully I won't bore you. I'll try to talk while I'm doing it, so you can at least listen to something. I'm going to use 3 different colors. I'm going to use Sexy, which is a shimmery kind of a neutral color. I am going to use Regal, which is a really pretty purple shimmer color also, and then I'm also going to use Feisty, which is a gray shimmer. I believe that's a shimmer. So I'm going to use those 3 on my eyelids. The nice thing about these pigments is that you can use them wet or dry. If you use them dry, they're not going to be as bold in their colors, and so if that's what you like, that's great. You can just do a quick coat of something somewhat neutral all over the eye and be done, and it's quick and easy. Or you can blend lots of different colors over your eyelids and do something more bold. I'm going to do something kind of in the middle. So I like to use them wet because I feel like it's easier. I know where I'm putting it. It stays where I put it, and the color's a little bolder. So I'm going to use rose water. You can just use tap water, but supposedly this is better. I've only used this. I haven't used it with tap water, so I can't tell you the difference. But I'm going to tap a little bit of the Sexy into my lid, the lid of my pigment. I know these look small, but this stuff lasts a long time because you don't need very much. So I'm tapping some out. And then I'm going to just spritz a little bit of the rose water in the corner. Not too much because you don't want it to be too wet. And then I'm going to use my deluxe brush. And I'm just going to kind of mix it in there and make a paste basically. And if it's too wet, add a little more pigment. If it's too dry, add a little more rose water. Okay, so this is the Sexy. And I'm going to go up to the brow bone. And down, give a little definition here. I still have little pieces of brush on me a little bit. My brushes are new, so they're shedding just a little bit. They'll stop doing that eventually. Okay, other side. Some people do one eye at a time, but I gotta make sure it's even, so I do one and the other with the same color first. So color off my brush. Okay, next I am going to use the Regal. Sorry, where's my phone? Babies are sleeping. Okay. Little rose water in there. This stuff comes out kind of fast, so spray it carefully. Again, mix it into like a paste. Okay, this is gonna look really bold. I don't know how it'll look on the camera, but for me it always looks really bold and I get a little nervous. And then it dries and I blend it and it looks great. So, okay, just, you know, forgive my strange makeup poses, but I'm gonna put this all over the lid. There are tons of different ways to do this. This is just kind of how I've figured out how I like to do it. And I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos of other presenters because really, I'm just learning a lot of this stuff right now. I haven't ever been super great at makeup in any way or ever thought of myself as really great at it. But the nice thing about these pigments is that you can blend and use it in a lot of different ways. And it's kind of fun to get the different colors and experiment. We have so many different colors. Let's see if I have enough left in here. I may have to make up a little bit more. See if I can get it to match. try not to do the face on you. I'm sure a lot of you out there are much better at this than I am, but hopefully I'm at least just demonstrating the products so that you see what we have to offer, and you'll be tempted by them because they're so awesome. Okay, I may have to blend this side a little bit more than this side. It's a little darker, but okay, and now just kind of rinse. Sorry, I keep going on the screen. Rinse the brush a little bit and get some of that purple off of there, that pretty regal color. Okay, and then I'm gonna make up my feisty. So this is a gray, like I said, like a silvery gray, shimmery color. It's really pretty. A lot of people use Devious, which is the black shimmery, to do the outer corner. And also to use as a liner. Black for me is a little dramatic, so I tend to go with like the grays, that kind of thing. All right, little rose water. Mix that up. Okay, now I'm still just using the same brush. This is the Deluxe brush. Although I probably could be using a smaller one, to be honest, on this outer corner, but it's already on there now, so that's okay. The Deluxe brush is pretty versatile, so I'm just gonna kind of make a V on my outer lid here. And I know that this is a pretty defined line and it's pretty dramatic, but like I said before, we're gonna blend, so don't worry. Some people use more colors than even just the 3 that I'm using. I mean, they'll use 4, I don't know, more probably. I enjoy watching the other presenters' videos and pictures and just kind of seeing what other people do and getting ideas. I've never been that adventuresome with makeup, so playing with all these colors is fun for me. And it makes me do something other than take care of 3 babies and a house. All right, I gotta use the mirror. I can't see in that camera screen there very well. Okay, so once this dries too, you can blend and blend and blend. Like if it's too dark, you can just keep blending until you get the color you like. And I'm gonna need to blend this quite a lot because as you can see, there's a serious purple to gray line and there's a serious line from the color to my sexy shimmer on top. So I am going to use a different brush to blend. So I'm gonna use a dry brush to blend. Not that you would have to, but I'm gonna use actually the crease brush to blend just because it's kind of short and it's easy to blend with. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of blend the edges. You just keep blending until it looks the way you want it to, basically. I just don't really want those sharp edges. So a lot of people do more in the crease, and I didn't really do that this time, but it looks nice too. I hope you'll think that this looks nice. It looks pretty decent in my mirror. Just trying to get those colors to blend a little bit, blend it into the brow a little bit. I can go back over it with Sexy. I sometimes do that. Just cover it with a little bit of sheer and just make sure that it's more sexy on top than the purple and gray. Okay. I am gonna go back over this with my Sexy. I'll just do it dry. Okay. Where's that brush? There it is. This is my double liner shader brush. I could have been using this shader brush for all of this really too, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put more Sexy back over the top, and this is dry. All of it's dry now, but this Sexy that I'm putting over top is not wet, it's dry. So dry pigments just tend to be a little more subtle. Okay. Probably looks a lot different in my mirror than it does to you, but I hope that you like it. So the pigments also are great liners, and there's so many colors, so you can really use it for that, and our liner brush is great for that. If you do it wet, it goes on real smooth and easy. I'm going to actually use our liners, and I'm going to use our purple liner, Passionate. And right now this is in our February bonus special also, so if you like this color, that's a great deal. I'll have to post a picture of that for you. And I know sometimes they say you're not supposed to do this, but this is how I do it. Alright, I don't really like to go out much past my eye, but some people do. It's a little bold for me, but it's just my taste. I do like to go underneath. I just go right on the lash line. Some people go on the actual waterline above the lashes, but it's not me. Anyway. You don't really have to draw a straight line with this. As long as you get close to the lashes, you can always blend a little bit if you need to too. Okay. So that's my Passionate, my purple liner. And then I'm going to actually go in with my white liner. It's called Pristine. And I'm going to do kind of the inner corner here a little bit. It kind of makes your eye just look a little bit more open. There's a lot that you can use this white liner brush for other than just what I'm doing. You can use it kind of to highlight under your brows. You can use it to make your lips look more pouty. There's a lot of things you can do with this. Okay, so I am going to do the 3D mascara because I said I would, but I'll leave the brows and the lips for another video. So 3D mascara, I know we're 13 minutes in, I'm sorry. This stuff is amazing, and I hope that you will all try it because it's fantastic. So it comes in 2 different tubes. The transplanting gel, which is basically just like a black mascara, and the fibers. Let's see if you can see those little fibers on there. You're going to want to have both of these open in one hand, and you do one at a time. You put the transplanting gel on first. While it's still wet, you put the fibers on, and then you go back and put the transplanting gel on over top so that it locks them on. You can do as many coats as you want, but just make sure you always finish with the transplanting gel so that it sticks, it stays on there. They suggest, one of the suggestions is to do a regular mascara first. I actually don't like to do that because it tends to make mine more clumpy. But I have very short lashes, so I think somebody with longer lashes, it may not make that big of a difference. But everybody kind of likes to do it a little bit differently, so you may want to just play with it and see what works best for you. And I found that I'm not very quick at this, but I'll try to be fast for you. Maybe I'll only do one eye so you can really see the difference. Hopefully I won't get the mascara all over my pretty purple lids because that's what I tend to do. So this just goes on really just like a mascara. And like I said, I'm sorry, I'm slow at it. And this camera is hard to do it in, so. I also don't really like eyelash curlers, but some people do. I actually do a different trick that I think works pretty well for me, which is using a blow dryer. I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so this is the fibers. just, I focus more on the ends and the outer side here because like I said, I have short lashes and I think I have a lot of them, so they're pretty thick. And so I tend to clump real easily. But other people I've seen put it on, and I've seen them do it in person, they put it on and it's just like, boom, they've just got these humongous lashes that look amazing. So everybody's a little different. Everybody gets a little bit different results. Everybody tries not to get those spider eyes. And you can avoid spider eyes by not doing tons of layers and making sure you comb it out. Okay, I gotta put my transplanting gel back over top. And then I'm gonna comb it out and curl it and show it to you. And then we're done. And I just got some of my lids. That happens. Sometimes I do this first because I'm just sort of a messy mascara person. But anyway, that's okay. And then the bottom, I don't even usually put the fibers on. I just kind of put the mascara on. But you can do the fibers if you want to. Okay, if you get fibers on your cheek, you just kind of brush them away. Close those up. Going to use our handy dandy brow and lash comb. This thing makes a huge difference. I just recently got this. Of course, I just recently got all this stuff. I really just started doing this. But this compared to just my plastic lash comb, humongous difference, let me tell you. This just combs right through them. It gets every little last clump, if there were any, which I for some reason always have clumps no matter what kind of mascara I'm using. Okay, so like I said, I'm a messy mascara person, but that is one coat of 3D Fiber Lash Mascara. So let me get close and show you. And I'm gonna curl them. And I have short lashes, but look at the difference between, I hope you can see that, between nothing and the 3D. Huge difference, right? I think so. And I have short lashes, so those of you with longer lashes, I mean, they're gonna be up to here, and it's amazing. You're gonna love it. Okay, the curling trick. Blow dryer. Oh. Basically, you see the toilet in the back. Sorry, we're in the bathroom. Basically, you just blow dry your lashes. Just kind of awkward, but it curls them. Not real long. Okay. Can you see a difference? I can. Now I probably would do another layer actually. Just to make them even just a little bit longer. But for my purposes, this works. Okay. Thanks guys. I'll see you at the next video.